Hello students, in this lecture we are going to see how to work with the files and directories in PHP. In order to write the truly web application, we will need a method of storing and retrieving the data. Now there are two primary ways of storing the data with PHP. The first one is using the files and directories, and the second one is the database. Now although this database can be more powerful and secure than the file-based system, we can do many things by sending and retrieving the information by simple text documents to the server. Now, in order to understand the files and directories better, first we need to understand what are the file permissions. The permissions identify who can do what with a file or a directory. And the options are read, write, and execute. Now on the top of that, these options can be set differently for three unique type of users. Now as like there are three different options, three different permissions for a file, there are mainly the three categories of users who are going to use these files. The first category is the owner of the file. It means the person who created the file or put it on the server, who has put it on the server. The second category, members of a particular group which a server administrator has set. And the third category is others. Those who don't fall into the previous two categories falls into the others categories. Now apart from these three category of users or three types of users, there is also the implied everyone level, which includes all of the previously mentioned users. The first type of user is the owner of the file who has created the file. Second is the member of a particular group whom the system administrator or server administrator has set. And the third type of user is the other, means if the user doesn't fall into the previous two categories, that is he is neither the owner or the member of a particular group, then that user will be considered belonging to others group. Apart from this, another level is there, that is everyone level, which includes all of the previously mentioned users. Normally, a file's owner is given the read and write permission by default. Means the owner of the file has given the full permission about the file, whereas the groups and others are able to only read a file or a directory. Means the owner can read the file as well as write into the file, whereas the groups and other users are only able to read from the file or a directory. Being able to write to a file or directory can be a security issue and should be designated as an option when absolutely necessary. Because if everyone is able to write into a file, someone can change the content of a file with some malicious intention, and because of that it will create an security threat. So it should be only used as a designated option only when absolutely necessary. Otherwise, don't give the right permission to everyone. Now let us see how to create the text file. So we will have an example and we will see how to create a file. So as an example, let us work with a text file named as quotes.txt. We are going to create a text file that is named as a quote.txt. If this file doesn't have the correct permissions to do what our PHP script is asking it to, then we will see the error message something like this. Means if the user doesn't have the permission on the directory to create a file in that directory, or he doesn't have the permissions to create any type of file, then in that case we will get the error like this. That is warning, fopen failed to open the stream, permission denied in particular folder. Right. So the creating a text file is a simple process. First, open the text editor, then create a new or a blank document. Now, after opening a text editor and creating a new blank document, now we don't have to type anything into this file, and we just save it as quotes.txt. We will not be writing anything in that file. We are just created one new document in a notepad or a text editor, and we are saving it with the name quotes.txt. Now they move this file just outside the webroot directory of PHP enabled server. Means we have to move this file out of the webroot directory. Webroot directory is nothing but the directory in which we store our web application files. In other words, we can say that we have to place this quotes.txt file or the text file that we are going to create into a web application folder itself. Let us understand this with the help of a diagram. So this is the web root parent is the web directory where we keep all our web application files. Then in that folder there is another folder named as web root folder, and in this web root folder we place our PHP files. So we have to separate our txt file from these PHP file by placing in the same directory as our web document directory. Right? Now while creating a file, we can also check whether the file is existing on the server. Means suppose we are going to create a new file. So logically we must first check whether the file name is already existing, means whether there is any file with the same name exists. And this functionality can be achieved by using a PHP function, that is file underscore exist function. This file underscore exist function returns a value of true if a submitted file name is found already on the server. Means if the file is already existing on the server, then this file underscore exist function will return the value true. This can be used to test the existence of a file before doing anything with it. And so we can check whether the file is existing or not, whether the file is being created or not by using this function. And we can use our programming construct in order to check whether this file is already existing. Like we are placing the file exist function as a parameter in each statement. So if in bracket file underscore exist, in bracket the file name. File name, I have written here some file, but file name of your choice or the file name of the file which you have created. Then assuming that the PHP has the right permission on a directory, and suppose we assume that the PHP has a right permission on the directory. In whatever directory we are going to store this file, we can create a blank document within that directory using the PHP. This can be done by using the touch function. Means instead of using the text editor, then creating the new document and saving it without typing anything in it and save it to our webroot folder. Instead of doing such a long process, Assuming that the PHP has a write permission on the directory, we can create directly the blank document within that directory by using the PHP. And for this, we will be using a PHP function named as touch. Now this touch function will create the file with the name that we provided into the respective directory. Okay, so this is how we will create our text file in PHP. First, and what are the different file permissions? The different file permissions are read, write and execute. Read, write and execute. So this is what in this lecture we have seen what is meant by file, what are the different file permissions and how to create a text file. And if we don't have the permissions on the particular folder where we are creating our files, then what type of error we might get, that also we have seen. In the next lecture, we will see how to write the data into the file and how to read the data from the file.